Welcome back, dear student. So, initial video I covered introduction and quick revision, not everything in the revision, just a quick part of the revision so that everyone can get the glimpse of what is there in statistics. Okay. So, as promised, now we have to start from the scratch, each and everything. We'll understand the concept and we'll solve all the practice set as well as the problem set. Okay. Saying that, let's proceed. We have mean, median, and mode. In mean, we have three different method: direct method, assumed mean method, and a step deviation method. Okay, we'll understand everything in detail. So let's see what is mean. So as I stated earlier also, right, mean is nothing but just an average. Just an average. For example, you got 80 marks, 90 marks, and again 70 marks in exam. Sum of all these marks is how much? Equal to 240 divided by 3, so you'll get 80. So this is your mean, nothing but average. That's what we are doing it from the beginning, right? We used to calculate our percentage, right? But here in this particular 10th standard, we are not going to study this one. This is very easy. This is not going to study. We are going to study something different, mean, where data is huge. So we have data in thousands, crores, lakhs, that you have to study, right? So this simple method is not going to applicable at all. So we have to use different method. So number of scores data is very large. We have to use we cannot use the old formula, right? That is for a small digit of a number, right? So let's see how we can do that with the help of example. So example saying that direct method. We'll start with the direct method. So in direct method, saying that you will be having this kind of table, and what this table is all about, let's see. The following table shows the frequency distribution of time required for each worker to complete a work. So number of worker is given and time is given. From the table, find the mean time required to complete the job of a worker. So thing is that here data is classified. When I say classified data, segregated in the classes. So time hours, so 15 to 19 hours, 20 to 24 hours, like that. So here what they are doing it, they are working in a set of hours. So 10 employees or 10 workers working for 15 to 19 hours, 15 like in this, 12 in this, 8 in this, like that. Okay. So using this particular data, we have to calculate mean here. X bar is called as mean. Where how we calculate xi? This is called summation sign. Xi fi divide by n. N will be nothing but total number of workers. Okay. Now how we'll calculate xi and fi? We'll understand in detail with the help of example. Right. Same example. Let's see how to solve. I said this 15 to 19 class mark, this is class mark, this is class mark, okay, class, not class mark. So how xi is a class mark. How to calculate class mark? Upper limit and lower limit divide by 2. How? 15 plus 19 divide by 2. 15 plus 19 is 34, divide by 2 is 17. That is how this class mark is calculated. Similarly here, 20 plus 24, 44 divided by 2, 22, 27, like that we calculate class mark. Very simple. So this is where you get xi, and how to get fi is already given. Fi is number of worker. In this range we have 10, in this range 15. Total number of worker is called summation of fi, and this summation of fi is nothing but n, right? In the formula we have n, right? This n is nothing but summation of fi. Now xi into fi, this one, multiply this number, 17 into 10, 170, 22 into 15, 330, like that. You have to multiply each and every line and we have to add everything. So we will get summation of xi into fi, 1265, like that, what we have in a formula. So x bar is equal to summation of xi fi divided by n. So here in this case, summation of xi fi is 1265 divided by n. N is nothing but summation of fi, that is 50. You'll get something around 25.3. And this will be your x bar, and which is also called as mean using direct method, right? This is the kind of direct method which we are going to use to solve practice set. Let's see with the help of practice set how it is given in practice set 6.1 question number 1. So in 6.1 question number 1, it is given First question, the following table shows the number of students and the time they utilize daily for their studies. Their time utilization, okay, and daily what they are studying. Find the mean time spent by student for their studies by direct method. We have to calculate mean time, average time they are using to study. Now time hours they have already given 0 to 4, 0 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 6, like that. So what we have to do, we have to find the class is already given 0 to 2. Right number of class mark you have to find. Class mark, how to find? I said upper limit plus lower limit divide by 2. So 2 plus 0, 2 divide by 2 is 1. Similarly, next one, 2 by 4, 4 plus 2, 6, 6 divided by 2, 3. Next, 4 is to 6, 4 is to 6 as in 6 plus 4, 10, 10 divided by 2, 5. Next one is 6 by 8, 8, 6, 14, 14 divided by 2 is 7. And next one is 8 comma 10. So 10 plus 8, 18 divided by 2, 9. Now let's write the frequency. So number of student in this one, 7. In this bracket we have 18. In this bracket we have 12. In this bracket we have 10. And in this bracket we have 3. Now add all this. 18 plus 7, 25, plus 12, 37, 47. This is nothing but 50. Now we got summation of fi is 50. That is nothing but n is equal to 50. Perfect. Now you need to multiply xi into fi to get xi and fi. So 7 into 1, 7, 18, 354. This is 60. This is 70. This is 27. Now add these all values. After adding, you will get 218. Okay. So what is x bar? X bar nothing but summation of xi fi divided by n. And what is xi fi? 218 and divided by n, that is 50. So 4.36. And what is this 4.36? Hours. And what is your answer then? Find the mean time spent by student for their studies by direct method. So mean time spent by student is 4.36 hours. So only thing, you have to take care of the steps. You understood the step line by line. Continue. There is no difficulties at all in this mean, right? As I stated, right, this is the easiest chapter ever. Let's see one more example from practice set 6.1, then you will understand. So here practice set 6.1 says, question number 3, a milk center sold milk to 50 customers. So already given n is 50 customers, even though we can calculate, but n is already given 50 customers. The table below gives the number of customers and the milk they purchase. Find the mean of the milk sold by direct method. Mean of the milk. Okay. Again, what you have to do? Same thing. So you write class. What is class? 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, and 5, 6. Class mark. Same thing we have to do. 2 plus 1, 3 divided by. So 1.5. Here it will be 2.5. These are easy calculation, right? So 3.5 and 4.5, 5.5. Perfect. Now write the frequency against each other. So 17, 13, 10, 7, and 3. If you add also, you will get the same thing. But they have already given 50. Okay. So next, what is the next job you have to do? So you need to calculate xi into fi. So 17 into 1.5. So this will be 25.5. Then 13 into 2.5 is equal to 32.5. I've written all the numbers. You can do calculation by yourself. Write the number. Total will be 141. Again, the x bar you need to find. Summation of xi fi divided by n, which is 141 divided by 50. So which is nothing but 2.82. Now this time it is 2.82 what? Liters, because we are taking milk in this case, right? So we got the mean of the milk. Very easy, isn't it? So using direct method, it become easy. But the number is very small. So the moment you have a large number, right? In that case, it will be difficult to get the mean using direct method. So we have another method now. For the larger number, we have to assume mean and we have to proceed. Because sometimes the calculation goes 1000, 2000. In that case, it's very difficult to do multiplication. Here only you send 17 into 1.5. Many of you got confused, and multiplication, it's difficult for you, right? What if it is 15,000, 20,000? Then it's become difficult. So for those purpose, we have to use assumed mean method as well. What is assumed mean method? We have to assume some mean and then we have to proceed. I'll show you how. But here is the formula. In this case, x bar, that mean will be assumed mean plus whatever the deviation. What deviation? What is the deviation in this case? For example, let's see these numbers, right? I will assume, let's say 43 will be my mean. So deviation as in the number 40 minus 43. Here deviation is how much? 3 difference, right? 42 minus 43, division is 1. But 40 minus 3, minus, and here it will be 0. Similarly here 45 minus 43, 2. Here 4, here 5. Like that, the difference from mean to that number, right? You have to take care of plus minus sign also. This is called deviation. We'll understand in detail. Let's see again. I'll take example from practice set 6.1, question number 2. Okay. In the following table, the toll paid by driver and the number of vehicle is shown. So toll paid in the rupees and number of vehicle is given. Again, what we have to do every time, same thing. We have to write down the classes. Okay. Write the class from here 300. Start from 300 to 400. 400 to 500. I've written all the classes. You can write by yourself, easy. Next, you have to write the class mark. Class mark, how to calculate? Upper plus lower divide by 2. So I have written class mark. Usual things what we have done in direct method also, it's almost same. Now only thing it's different, you have to assume a mean. Let's assume something. We have 550 mean. I can say that 550 is a mean that we have assumed, right? As I have shown in the example. Now what you have to do, you have to subtract each from assumed mean. For example, here in this case, you have to subtract 350 minus 550. So it will be how much? Minus 200. Similarly here, 450 minus 550 minus 100, it will be 0, same thing. And here it will be plus 100 and here it will be plus 200. Remaining as it is what you have done in direct method, write the frequency. So that is 80, 80, 110, 120, 70, and sum of all 420. Okay. So now see the difference now. Instead of multiplying 80 with 350, now you need to multiply 80 with 200. Now it's become little easier, right, as compared to earlier. So it will be like 16,000. Easy calculation. Minus 11,000, 0, 7,000, and here it will be 8,000. Also the sum will be small because we have a negative and positive value also, right? So if you do this calculation here, it is coming as a minus 12,000. Okay. Now what is mean? Right, in the formula x bar is equal to a plus d. So d, this is di, and how to calculate d? So d to calculate here, same thing, summation fi di divide by n. N is nothing but again same thing, summation of fi. So I can write n. So what is the a? We assume 550 and summation fi di is minus 12,000 divide by 420. Okay. So 550, this if you divide, you will get minus 28.57, and if you subtract, you will get 521.43. Okay. Hence the mean of toll is 521.43 rupees. This we calculated using assume mean, which would have been a very difficult using direct method. Okay, let's see one more example, then your doubt will be clear. So let's see question number 4 of practice set 6.1 to understand one more example of assume mean. Okay, frequency distribution table is given here, production in rupees is given, right, and the number of farm owner is given. What you have to calculate? Mean production of oranges by assume mean. Okay, because these are the oranges production. Simply again we have to write the class. Okay, write quickly. Then I've written the class. Now simply you have to find the class mark. How? Lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. Let's do that quickly. That I've written the class mark also. Now we have to assume something. Let's assume anything. Let's assume 37.5 is the assume mean. Okay, so we can write 37.5 as a assume mean. So as a procedure, what you have to do, subtract each and every number by 37.5. So 27.5 minus 37.5, how much? Minus 10. This will be quick, minus 5, 0, 5 and 10. Okay, write the frequency against each other. So 20, 25, 15, 10 and 10. From where you got the frequency? From here, this rows. Okay, so summation of this, you need to find the total. So you add it, total it will be 80. Now see, the calculation is very easy. Instead of decimal, right, now we have to multiply minus 10 into 20 in this row, this column and this column. You need to multiply. It's become very easy. Let's see quickly. So it will become minus 200, minus 125, 0, 50 and 100. And if you add all these number, summation will get minus 175. Perfect. Now you need to calculate the mean. X equal to A plus D. And what is D? Nothing but, D is nothing but what? Summation of Fi Di divided by Fi. So A was 37.5. Summation of Fi Di is minus 175 divided by 80. So it will be 37.5 negative. And after division, you'll get 2.19, right? So subtract it, you'll get 35.31 thousand rupees, because this number into thousand, right? So these many numbers are in 1000 rupees. How to convert into rupees? Simply multiply by 1000. So it will be 35.31 into 1000. So your number will be something 35,310 rupees. This is your mean of oranges production. Isn't it easy? Right? Your calculation is easy, the steps are easy. So this is why we use assume mean. Okay, so I don't want to make very lengthy this video. Next video will cover one more method of mean, then we'll do some sum, then we'll proceed the next. So next video will cover step deviation. Then keep watching the video, and if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, keep learning.